Okay, so let's go ahead and practice two factoring. So if I have x squared plus 10x plus 24. Now, the nice thing is I have a 1 right up here. With a 1, that means when I break up x squared, there is only one way this can break down, x and x, versus 24, which can break down 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6. And so, whereas here I only have one set of options, I am guaranteed that this and this are at least 100% correct. At this point, now what I need to do is I need to make 10 out of these numbers. Now, in this case, 1 and 24 would be either 25 or 23, depending on the signs. That's not it. 2 and 12 would be 14 or 10. Oh, wait a minute. 10 maybe. I have 3 and 8. 3 and 8 would be 11 or 5, depending on if I'm adding or subtracting. So that's no good. I have 4 and 6. 4 plus 6 is 10, or if I subtract them, I get 2. So it's definitely not 2. So I could get 10 here or 10 here. So the question is, which one of these combos, 2 and 12 or 4 and 6, are the correct answer? Well, in this case, I need a plus sign at the end. That plus sign, every plus sign, when I multiply two numbers together, if I multiply two pluses, I'm going to get a plus. If I multiply two negatives, I also get a plus. All right. So the only way I'm ever going to get a negative is if I have one positive times one negative. So in this case, I either need two pluses or two minuses. Well, everything here is a plus, so I'm going to go with plus and plus. So the only two that add up to 10 are 4 and 6. So those would have to be my answers. Now, on the other hand, let's take a look at a slightly different problem. What if I had something like 2x squared plus something plus 12? Okay, now, by the way, you'll notice when I'm making up the problem, I leave this blank because these two numbers are going to determine what's in the middle. So as I'm making a problem up for you in my own brain, I need to make sure that I'm thinking about how the numbers here are going to go together to make the middle. So in this particular case, let's go with 14x. Now, in the case of 2x squared, unlike x and x, this still only breaks down one way, x and x, but x times x, as if I were to go x times x, that's x squared. I need a 2 up front. So I need a 1 in one place and a 2 in the other, so that when I multiply them together, 1x and 2x, first times first, I get 2x squared. Now, over here, I'm also going to say first times last, plus 6x plus 4x. That's why these two numbers in the middle had to make 10. And finally, 4 times 6 was 24. So the last two numbers together have to equal the last number. So for 12, I have 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. Now, it can't just be like I did up here because, 13 or 11, 8 or 4, 7 or 1, but that doesn't count because I got this 2 that's going to cause me a problem. So when I multiply 1 times x, 1 times whatever, that part's fine. But as soon as I take 2 times whatever this is, it's going to double it. So if I try 1 and 12, let's see if it works. 1x times 2x is 2x squared. 1x times 12 is 12x. And 2 times x is plus 2x. And in this case, I get 1 times 12 is 12. In this particular case, I'm going to get 12 and 2 makes 14x by combining like terms. So this is the correct answer. But the thing is, had I tried it with a different set of numbers, If I had tried it with a different set of numbers, let's say I tried 3 and 4, I get 2x squared, absolutely. I get plus 4x. Here I'm going to get, 2 times 3 is plus 6x. And then I'm going to get 3 times 4 is plus 12. So I get the right first number, the right last number, but the middle number isn't correct. And so I'm going to need to try something else. In this case, I happen to guess correctly on the first time. Now, that's just a real quick reminder of how to do this. We'll talk more about this in class. This should be enough to get you by just for tonight.